We live in a society where all of us understand that anyone who is excellent in their field didn't get there by accident. Any professional athlete, professional singer, professional musician, you name it, they have coaches behind them. Coaches for every facet of what they do to make them excellent in that field. And my hope is that one day people start treating their mental health and their mental performance in the same way. Hey guys, I'm Nadia, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about who I am and what I do. I think a good place to start with this story is to go back to the completion of my psychology degree. At uni, we learnt a lot about diagnosis and treatment, and very little about prevention, let alone flipping the script and talking about mental performance. So from here, my more holistic approach was born. I found myself making sure I understood more about neuroscience, about physiology, about diet, about spirituality, and about how all of these things can come together for me to best serve my clients.
The thing that I got from it the most was everywhere else that I went, I looked for an answer out of everybody else. I looked at everybody else to tell me what I should do or what the best rehabilitation method was. And then when I started working with Nadia, I think she sort of brought the question back to me and made me go, what's the best way to get out of this situation? I think she just taught me that the answers were already in me and they laid in a certain part of my experience up to now. So you were able to bring me back to that moment in my life and go, can you see how that relates to the problem that you have now? And then for me, being in the driving seat of my own life, I can relate to that straight away, and I can go, oh yeah, I can see it, and I can start to work to change that.
I've come to see that for people to feel the most happy and to achieve the most out of their lives, they must feel aligned. And often to achieve that alignment, we first must strip their mind back down to its core, and from there rebuild. And rebuild with an alignment to the future they want to achieve, the person they want to become, rather than the cycle that they have been living until then.
When people ask me, what made you go and seek this help? And I guess sometimes you're so caught up in living your day-to-day life that you don't really sit back for a moment and bring yourself into that self-awareness to really realize the toxic cycles that you're living over and over and over again, and how stagnant you can actually be when you're in that position. It's something that I can vouch for, but I mean, it's better off for you to see it yourself. The results are there, and it's a journey for you to embark on, really.
Reaching out and asking for help from a psychologist or coach does not make you less than, it makes you more than. It means that you want to do the work, that you want to improve yourself, that you want to be the best that you can be. And I really hope that something you've heard today has encouraged you to make that step.